The history of basketball began with its invention in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts. It was by a Canadian physical education instructor named James Naismith as a less injury-prone sport than football. Naismith was a 31-year-old graduate student when he created the indoor sport to keep athletes indoors during the winters. The game became established fairly quickly and grew very popular as the 20th century progressed, first in America and then in other parts of the world. After basketball became established in American colleges, the professional game followed. The American National Basketball Association, or NBA, established in 1946, grew to a multi-billion-dollar enterprise by the end of the century, and basketball became an integral part of American culture.
These are the people involved in the evolution of basketball. First, we have James Naismith, the inventor of basketball. Naismith was a Canadian clergyman, educator, and physician born on November 6, 1861. He created basketball at the request of his superior, Dr. Luther H. Gulick. Then we have the original Celtics, which was one of the first and greatest pro teams. Organized in New York City in the year 1915, they played up to 150 games a season and dominated basketball until 1936. Then we have Larry Bird of the Boston Celtics and Magic Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers. Bird and Johnson were the most prominent players in the late 1970s, and the rivalry between the two players skyrocketed the popularity of basketball. Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls and LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers are also some of the notable NBA players that dominate basketball in terms of their popularity. The recent rule changes on center jumps were made to neutralize the dominance of exceptionally tall players such as Bob Kurland, George Mikan, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A no-dunking rule was also enacted from 1967 to 1977 due to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thus, he developed the skyhook. Lastly, we have Senda Berenson-Abbott, who introduced women's basketball in 1893 and was the author of the first basketball guide for women.
For the court dimension, a basketball court measures 91.86 feet in length and 49.21 feet in width. A court's overall playing space is 4,520.43 square feet or 7,290.5 square feet with runoffs and sidelines.
To begin the game, the ball is hurled into the air. It is deflected to a teammate by one of the players. To safeguard the ball and score a goal, it is dribbled and passed among the players. Each team tries to defend their own goal while also attempting to score on the opposing team's side of the court. To prevent the goal, the other side tries to get the ball, control it while it's bouncing, and it sees it while it is being passed among teammates. When a player commits a foul, the opposing team has the option of taking a free throw or inbounding the ball. Each goal is worth 2 points, while each free throw is worth 1 point. The game is won by the team with the higher score. When a substitute requests it, players may be substituted.
A basketball team can have a lot of players, but only 5 can play in a game at any one time. Players in a basketball game have assigned basketball positions: the center, the power forward, small forward, point guard, and shooting guard. The first one is the center. The center is the tallest player in each team, playing near the basket. On offense, the center tries to score on close shots and rebound, but on defense, the center tries to block opponent shots and rebound their misses. Next is the power forward. The power forward does many of the things a center does, playing near the basket while rebounding and defending taller players. But power forwards also take longer shots than centers. The third one is the small forward. The small forward plays against small and large players. They also roam all over the court. Small forwards can score from long shots and close ones.
Point guard. The point guard leads the offense and is generally the team's top dribbler and passer. The point guard fights the opposing point guard and attempts to steal the ball. Shooting guard. The shooting guard is generally the best shooter on the team. The shooting guard is a good dribbler and can shoot from long distances.